Hey everybody, it's shame busting coach Jen Bovey here from www.jenbovey.com. And I want to take a quick moment and talk to you guys about what shame resiliency looks like. So I've been working with people for a while now, specifically on developing shame resiliency. And I've been noticing some huge shifts in their life that I don't even think they were aware of. So I had to take the opportunity to point that out to them, which is great. I love being able to do that for people. However, I wanted to show you guys what it looks like when you've developed shame resilience. So when you have a certain level of shame resilience, you are able to stand up for yourself. You're able to advocate for yourself. You're able to meet your own needs. You're able to make yourself a priority. You're able to easily and effortlessly do self-care, which is huge. And here's the other bonus that most people won't tell you happens for you. You find your voice. You begin being able to stand up for yourself, to talk about what your needs are, what your wants are, what your desires are, what your preferences are. And all of these things are possible because you've developed shame resilience. So let's review quickly what shame is. Shame is that feeling or sensation of not being whatever enough, good enough, thin enough, pretty enough, wealthy enough, smart enough, productive enough, womanly enough, manly enough, motherly enough, fatherly enough, whatever the enough is that you put in that blank. And because of that sensation or feeling or experience of not being enough, you therefore feel as if or believe as if you are unworthy of connection. And so I think that most people have some issues with shame. I'm not even going to say that everybody has complete and overwhelming amounts of shame. But I think that most people, if they spend some time thinking about it or looking at it or evaluating it, can find at least an area of, wow, shame is playing a role here. Wow, shame is impacting me here. And so I think that when we begin to develop shame resiliency, at the end of the day, what it allows us to do is it allows us to step into our power, and it allows us to step into our being, and it allows us to stand up for ourselves and be the person that we've always dreamed or fantasized about being. And that is worth its weight in gold. I can't even tell you. So you'll notice that I'm in a hotel room because I don't have an office that looks like this, clearly. And this weekend we're at a conference, and my husband's down there doing conferencey stuff. And I decided this morning that I just wasn't feeling it. And so I said to him, I said, I'd really like to just stay in bed for a little while and, just stay in bed and sleep. And he's like, all right, I'll be back after the first workshop. Great, see ya. To be able to advocate for that for myself is huge. And then a friend messaged me who's here at the conference as well. And she was like, so what are you doing? And I'm like, laying in bed. Oh, is everything okay? Yeah, I just felt like spending some extra time in bed because I can. So I think that when we develop this level of shame resilience, everything opens up for us. The other thing that I've noticed is the way people interact with us changes because we teach people how to treat us. And when we're full of shame, we're always apologizing for taking up space or apologizing for having needs or apologizing for breathing or being human or whatever. And when we have shame resilience, we stop apologizing for being human. We stop apologizing for taking up space. And we stop apologizing for being human or having needs or needing to breathe. So when we develop shame resilience, our entire life has a possibility of changing. Are you in?